Yeah, I like Tally a lot.
I do too. She has a boot knife, and I didn't realize that for a long time.
Really? That makes her awesome.
An all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many? Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
Tell us what you found.
During my
Oh, not going to
travels,
go
I
into the
began hearing
pilgrimage and like, what
reports
is
of
that or
death.
anything like that?
Since they drove my people into
I forgot.
exile,
So I'll just tell you.
death have never ventured beyond the veil.
So when they get to a certain
I was
age, because
curious.
they're like nomadic, they live on the
I
Mycan
tracked a
fleet, which
patrol
is
of
like the
guests to an
biggest
uncharted world.
collection of ships
I
in
willed
the
the one
galaxy.
to become separated from its unit. Then I
Because
disabled
they
it and
do,
removed its memory
they
core.
I
resources are
thought they
very
get
slim.
fried their memory cores when they
And
die.
their ships break down.
Some kind of defense mechanism.
So they need to
Link, wait, while you're finishing this, before we
finish what I'm saying.
finish what you're saying.
So yeah, they'll send off their. I don't know how old you are. Maybe like 18 or whatever.
Same age I joined the
equivalent
military,
to,
like do something
pretty
stupid. Yeah,
much,
got it.
And that's just a part of their culture now, where they go off and then you find something. You don't come back until you find something that you think is worthy to bring back, like some kind of piece of tech or
A new ship to attach.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you brought a whole new ship, you'd probably be crowned king. But it's like expected for you to like bring back something good. You not really like phone it in. And then I think after that, like you can come back and like take your pick of what ship and crew you want to join. I skipped it here, but I don't think it's even all that in depth. You can talk to Tally on the Normandy, and she like goes more in depth into it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What did you find out?
Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Probably go through a lot of those. Well, we should do like episodes of like we'll go through the ship and check in on
major
it.
victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And a lot of the times, like once you exhaust like a certain
Saren's
amount of
voice.
dialogue
This
options,
proves he was involved in the attack.
you're not going to get anything new for like a couple missions.
Yeah,
I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on.
when that happens.
Yeah.
Saren won't get out of this one.
Wait, there's
Have you played
more.
Legendary Edition at all? Or did you
Saren
just...
wasn't working alone.
That's right. You had it for Xbox for a while.
Yeah, I got it. Like I think the day.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
I love
And
the
one
color
step
of her.
closer to the
I almost
return
want to call it
of
like a
the
hijab or
Reapers.
her shawl or her cowl. Like just the waves and
I
the.
don't recognize that other voice, the one
The, like,
talking about Reapers.
Space clouds.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
You
Captain's
are,
right. We need
dude.
to
I need you
present
to
this
be
the
less
Council
excited
right away.
about that.
What about her? The Quarian.
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
It feels like you've gotten like your whole crew. Like
I almost always only use Rex and Garrus.
okay,
I just like Tally, and we just got her.
yeah, no, that's and like that's, but it feels like I don't know. I guess like we're just about 2 hours into this, and I don't know. I feel like you'd still be collecting the rest of your party, but you had the opening mission, and then it's like, okay, here's everybody go. Like, there's no...
Right, yeah. Yeah, they do kind of, like, throw everybody at you kind of fast.
So here's the question. Do you normally sacrifice Ashley, or...
Yes, because Caden is more useful in Mass Effect 3.
Does she come back in the later Mass Effect?
They both do.
Oh, okay.
Well, depending on who lives. And Caden is just better.
Okay.
Gameplay-wise. Also, he gets fleshed out a lot more in 3, and I like that.
Okay. Does Ashley not? Or she kind of stay who she is?
I can't remember. Honestly, I have not let that bitch live in forever.
Saving.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
She must be working with the Geth, too.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them
So
back.
we're like Reaper things coming
Saren's
active,
searching
and that's
for
what
it.
influences
That's why he
Saren
attacked
because of
Eden
30,000 years?
Do
Or
we
is he
even
like
know
doing
what
it
this conduit
early?
is?
What?
So, sorry.
You're fine.
So you said the Reapers come and go every 50,000 years.
Right.
Is Saren being turned into a Reaper thing? Because I know it has a name, but I can't remember it. We'll get to that when it comes up. Is that happening because, hey, natural course, something happened, triggered, but the Reapers were coming back? Or is he like, nah, bitch, I want you here, like, tomorrow?
No, I think 50,000 years is coming up.
Oh, okay.
So the reason that the Reapers... Actually, let's go through this.
Okay.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed
Yeah,
the
no
Geth.
offense.
We
like,
all
we
agree
don't
he's
know the
using
Reapers
Geth to search
are...
for the conduit,
presenting
but we
us a lot
don't
of
really know
unknowns.
why.
Yeah.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth.
I mean, to be
Commander.
fair, we invaded
A
countries for the
convenient
last
lie to cover Saren's true
But
purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
That is true.
A Citadel fleet
Also,
could
the
secure the
Traverse
entire
is
region.
like
Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our
a different
colonies.
side. You probably
Or it
start
could trigger a war with the Terminus systems.
Is the
We will be
Traverse
dragged into a
a...
galactic
Is that like
confrontation
a
over a few dozen
section
human
of the
colonies.
galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like Citadel space, which is
I can take
What
Saren
Citadel
down.
is
pretty
in the
much
surrounding,
in,
yeah.
like,
Commander's right.
an area.
There
There's
is a
the
way
Attica
to stop
Traverse,
Saren that doesn't
and
require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the
the
Spectres.
Terminus systems.
Okay.
Terminus systems are very like lawless. A lot of like slave
Outer
human
Rim.
trafficking, kind of shit like that. Yeah.
Farther, okay.
Smuggling, piracy.
Okay.
Um,
So, there's
it
a...
was a Turian Spectre who betrayed this council, and it was a human who exposed him. I have earned this.
Did they all touch to confirm?
Yeah, I guess.
Commander
It probably
Shepard,
needs like all three of them
step forward.
to make you a Spectre.
Or are these other council members or ambassadors?
They might be ambassadors. They might just be politicians who work there.
Okay.
But they're kind of like
It
witnessing
is the
history
decision of the
with
Council
first
that you be
Spectre.
granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
But I guess because the other one was only a Spectre for 2 days, so they just kind of like,
yeah,
they were just like,
We've got
fuck
a
her
lot
out.
of work
They
to
probably,
do,
like,
Shepard. You're going to need a
Wipe
ship.
that
ship
program
like
for
buried.
Yeah.
Buried.
You'll
If
get
it
access
exists
to
at all
special
anymore,
equipment
yeah.
and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need
Hey.
your help to set all this up.
I don't work for you guys anymore.
Yeah, you don't tell me what to do. I never listened to you
Bastard didn't
to
even
begin with.
thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Okay, so, with the, gotta go ahead and unlock that, because I need that. With the Reapers, they were created to stop organics from, like, making themselves extinct. Because the way that the creators of the Reapers saw it is the created will always rebel against the creators.
Okay.
Ironic, if you think about it.
Yep.
Yep. Because the first species to be harvested was the ones that created the Reapers.
Were the Protheans the ones that...
No.
Oh.
We learned who made them in Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
Through a DLC.
Cool.
I'm trying to be as, like...
vague as possible.
Vague, but also, like...
So this is literally like, oh god, what was it in iRobot, where it's like the 3 directives that they can't break, they can't hurt a human, they can't do this, they can't do that. But if you like, if you look at it enough, it's like, well, humans are killing themselves automatically, you know,
right.
So we need to do this. And then, okay.
And I think what kickstarted this cycle is the creation of the Geth, which was 300 years before this. The Quarians created the Geth as like a
subservient
labor
race.
force.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, they started getting...
Isn't that why they now have the flotillas? Because they, like...
Yep, they got...
Yeah.
The first question... The question that, like, kicked off that all was, does this unit have a soul? Am I real? Like...
Ghost in the Shell, got
pretty
it.
much, yeah. And then they're like, nope, end experiment.
Ooh, so I have a dumb question. And this is a gameplay thing, and I can look into it later. If I create my own file, can I have it separate from our file? Play through the way if I want to read all the extra stuff, or
oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I can make multiple saves.
Yeah, you just like go into new game.
Okay,
yeah.
And just save down line.
Yeah.
Fitness. Boom, big and strong. You guys can't see me flexing, but I'm flexing like a mofo. I has muscles now.
So yeah, the Reapers stop, which is why the last time the cycle happened, humans, Turians, were all left alone. Because they saw, like, okay, those are going to grow up to be things. Maybe we'll come back for them, maybe we won't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But as they are now, they're too primitive to actually destroy themselves, yeah.
Got it. God, how far... So, and here's the real question for you, right? So, and this goes back to the Type 1 civilization versus like we're like Type 2 or Type 3, whatever, like down the tier list we are. What do they consider primitive? Like, would you like sure sticks and stones, but there's a chance like you like, oh, what's on that planet? I don't know, but they have like, or do they go like, okay, they have tools or they figure out tools, but then like a monkey or an otter figures out tools. They like smash a clamshell with a rock. Or is it like,
I think like a post-industrial society that is like still not close to wiping itself out would probably get spared. It might be non-spacefaring.
Okay.
Species. No,
like we're kind of like where we're at, where it's like, oh, they found a rock near their home planet.
Right.
That's cute.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. That's just one of those like, oh, that's a just interesting line of thought to go down.
Yeah. I've never thought of that before, so that is interesting.
Commander Shepard here with the Alliance military. First time on
did the Turian have females?
How did you know all that?
But I don't know why they're not in the games.
There are only buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander
in the
Shepard?
main trilogy? I can only think of 2 that I've seen. One of them is story relevant. One of them is like a one-off character in a cutscene.
Oh, cool.
And then there are more in.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good.
Andromeda.
Just let me set you up.
I heard one of the biggest letdowns of Andromeda is finally going to another galaxy, and then it's like everyone who's here is there.
Spectre.
And it's like it's not a whole new.
But I didn't realize it was you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Commander.
I understand that, but
just show me what you've got.
By the time you get there,
for you,
the people who like came with you have also already been there, so they've had more time to set it up.
Oh, okay.
And it's like you're putting cryo because you're not using like massive. You're just using like traditional.
Oh fuck! Okay.
FTL.
Yeah.
To travel to a different galaxy, so it's like a 600-year trip.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool. So one of the things I love to think about, right? So when we look at the galaxy, and even in this game that it does it, the
galaxy map.
And we look at the galaxy as the flat sphere, right? Like we're flat galaxies, right?
I was like, oh, I get it now.
That's a good joke. So and guys, I'm gonna talk about Warhammer because I love the lore of Warhammer. It's been like what I've been like on a fix on for a while. So in Warhammer, they have their own like bug race that comes in called the Tyranids, and there are 3 hive fleets. And one of the things they tell you is the hive fleets are encroaching on the galaxy. However, we're always like, oh no, they're coming in on the galaxy. But what they did was they took the galaxy and they went like this, and they're coming in, and it looks like Jaws, and it's such a
cool as fuck.
And the thing is, like, that terrifies me because there is no upside down in space.
Right.
It's not flat.
Right.
But I want it to be flat because
like,
that makes me feel safer.
You could be flying next to a ship, and you're like, they're upside down. And you're like, wait, no, am I upside down? There is no upside down.
There is no upside down. Or it's like, the ship's going like this. It's like, why is the ship going up and down? It should be going left and right. And it just makes no sense. And it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, like, to give flat earthers, like, there's a level of comfort when you go, like, no, the Earth's flat, you can see everything coming. It's like there's a level of safety. The galaxy's flat, like, things come into the and it's like, I don't want to think about, like, no, that meteor that, like, just missed Earth, it was coming like this.
Up. Yeah.
How did it smash into the bottom of the Earth?
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
Now.
I know you will, Commander.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's
my
gone.
Space submarine.
Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she
Don't
knows.
the
Her name's
Quarians...
Liara,
Or no, I'm sorry.
Dr. Liara Tassoni.
That she's not a
We
Quarian.
have reports she was exploring an
Who?
archaeological dig on one of the
Matriarch
uncharted worlds
Venezia.
in the Artemis
Sorry.
Tau cluster.
Oh, sorry. Don't they have, like, hundreds of kids?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Huh. Because I know, like, they breed with all different races.
Yeah, I don't.
To, like, diversify, and if you have, like, if you are an Asari,
Sounds
like,
we should
you are
head for the
looked
Artemis
down
Tau
upon.
cluster.
Yep, purebloods.
It's your decision, Commander.
Is what
Liara is.
is.
You don't answer to us.
And here's
Your
the
actions still
this is gonna be the
reflect
weird question,
humanity
right?
as a whole. You make a mess, and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I almost wonder if it's like in so.
I'll take
All right,
care of
guys,
Saren.
I'm going to
Take care of the
speak about
political
this from a
fallout.
scientific
Exactly the answer
level.
I was looking for,
I
Shepard.
need you to get past the
Remember,
grossness.
You were a human long before you were a specter.
When you do
I
like
have a meeting
pure
to get to. Captain
blood,
Anderson
like
can
golden
answer any
retrievers, like most,
questions you might have.
like you will often be like mom and child, or dad and one of the daughters, and like the incestuous nature. And what it gets down to is like that's why they have like hip issues, because there's no
Inbreeding.
yeah, the
Yeah.
inbreeding like magnifies, for lack of a better word, all of the like innate issues of like your
Stand by, shore party.
family tree, I'm gonna call it.
In progress.
Another point of that is if you live
Heard
for
what
1,000
happened to Captain
years,
Anderson.
every single one of you,
Survives
unless
100
killed or
battles, and
die,
he's taken
like
down
how
by backroom
diverse is
politics.
your
Just watch your back.
biology
Commander.
to begin
Things go
with?
bad
Mhm.
on this mission.
That's
you're
fair.
next on their chopping block.
Because I mean, in 50,000 years, that's only like 500 generations of Asari.
Oh shit. Yeah, no. If you live for that, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh no, that's
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Which I guess is part of the
Everyone
reason why
on
their
this ship's
culture is
behind
like,
you,
yeah, no,
Commander,
go for it.
100%.
yeah, no.
Intercom's open.
And you'd think there'd be so many of them throughout the
Anything
galaxy,
crew?
like they would all have.
Time.
There are male.
No,
There aren't.
no.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That'd be
Because
video
it's like
games.
you ran.
Yeah.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
He doesn't
The
matter
captain's
anymore.
not here. I'm in charge now, Joker, and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
How does Joker? Is Joker gonna like react different to you, or does he still stay like?
He's pretty, like,
Because
down for whatever.
I love his voice actor. Like
Mhm.
he's generally, I find him really funny. He also is one of like the creators of Robot Chicken.
Uh-huh.
Seth Green, that's what it is. So I guess I'm just like, oh yeah, playing on that stuff. I don't know.
Mhm. Jesus. Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And the only other thing I've heard is that 2 has a really bad, like having like fly the ship around and get gas and stuff like that.
That's kind of pointless.
Sparta,
Shit, I forgot
Knossos,
where they
Athens. Wow, Macedon, really?
here.
Wow, Macedonia? I think that's actually in Sparta. It's a city in Sparta.
I thought it was another
No.
of its own city-state.
Yeah, maybe it
Sparta
is.
was a city-state.
Sparta is a city-state. Macedonia.
Was its own.
It is.
Isn't that where
No,
Alexander
that's
the Great was from?
Alexander. Yeah,
Yeah.
Macedonian. But he's also like, yeah, we'll figure it out. It's been a while. I know people think about the Roman Empire. It was like guys think about the Roman Empire a lot, and it's like kind of, but Circe.
Nope, fine.
I don't know that one. And a lot of those planets like aren't even inhabited, correct?
A lot of them are gas giants, yeah. And if they
Such
are
a cool
inhabited,
look.
they, yeah, right. There may be like a few outposts or something.
So this is actually like our second time just touching down on the planet to like do a mission.
Yes.
Doesn't this one have the skill check though for the to get her out of the force field?
No, you won't be able to progress.
Oh, I was gonna say grab. I was saying grab Lee or Tally because she's
The things that Tally can do, Garrus can do too.
Oh, okay. Never mind. The Mako's such a cool.
Hell yeah.
A cool, like, silly vehicle. It reminds me of the turbo tanks in Star Wars.
It's like part Mars rover, part APC.
Yeah. And I love how it gets picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't it like if you choose like the colonist survivor, it's the giant plant thing that eats up your people, and you go fight that?
That is Soul Survivor.
Okay.
There's actually like a bunch of them.
Yeah, but you go back to your and find the one that like ate your planet.
I don't think so. I don't think you can go to the planet.
Yeah. Totally can. Positive.
Are you sure?
I watched an LP of it. Like it's like your side because you have like a backstory side mission, is what it felt like that you had is like you could find like this thing about Shepard's past influences part of your story, and you go back. So I wasn't sure if like on this there was like hey, one of your crew. The fuck? Whoa, what? No, what was that? The thing, the ship. That's just a Geth ship. That's not a okay. Are you just like ragdolling and like? The other question would be: could you theoretically, like drive up into one of those and stick your gun inside the shield and just unload on them? Like how much do the shields like
probably
stick off your body?
Yeah. Well,
maybe not gameplay, but just like.
I guess that is a good point because if I were to put a gun to your head,
yeah,
I don't think your shield would do anything unless you were wearing a helmet, which I mean that's just a helmet at that point.
Yes,
which I don't think is going to do much against something accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light.
But I mean, even if you were to sit there and say like a pistol, like kinetically, you think about it like most shields are a bubble because kinetically, like if you had like a shield that was like let's say like this far off your head, I put it right there, yeah, like you're gonna get rattled no matter what.
Oh yeah, I mean
like,
the sound alone,
force,
the sound alone is gonna fuck with me. Yeah,
your head just going like this, you could snap your neck because it's still an impact. Thank you for having these ridiculous sci-fi conversations.
That's what I'm doing.
Maybe it's half like what the channel is like. Hey, if you were gonna get into like an RPG and you were a shooter person, what would you start with? You know what? The most RPG elements, I would say, start with Mass Effect. It's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, oh, hey, I want to get you into sci-fi because you're more of like a high fantasy. This would be a good place to start. Heatsink 2.
I drove into that.
Yeah, the lava.
Whoop.
And you do drive.
Whoop. Okay, we're good.
I've heard the Mako does not control the best.
Nope.